Welcome back. I'm here to talk about jealousy versus envy. Jealousy is an offshoot of the word zeal, meaning zealot, somebody that shows a lot of passion for something. The opposite of jealousy, obviously, is praise. Somebody that's, glorifying you, for lack of a better term. Somebody that's always supportive, a fan, a fanatic, you know. One thing about jealousy that I've always observed and heard over the years is jealousy is something where you admire the person and you wish you had what they had. It's like, they get promoted on a job. It's like, damn, I wish I could get promoted, or, wish I had the same job or the same money as that guy has. The person bought a house, the person bought a car, the person got a hot looking wife, whatever. And it's like, damn, I wish I had that. And in some ways, it's like you're proud of the person that's doing it, and you also feel like, why can't I do that? You know, why can't I have, somebody that supports me that way and so forth? That's jealousy. That jealousy is displacing, you know, what that person accomplished versus what you have. It's like you're doing a mental comparison. Like, this person is the same age, same demographic, whatever, and this person is getting more out of his life than I am of mine, his or hers, depending on what you're looking at. And with jealousy, you can almost turn that into a good thing. Like, you can push yourself to do more in your life because you see that that person is accomplishing a lot, or that person has a good attitude in their life where it's like, I need to be more like him, I need to be more like her, and then maybe things will change for me. So jealousy can work in a good way for you if you really apply it the right way, if you have that in you. Because there's some people, you know, like me, I'm not going to say that in some situations I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that or whatever. We all have that. It's 8.5 billion people on this earth, maybe more, maybe less. This is 2023, May 2023. A lot of people, have different feelings about different things. And you may be surprised about what people are jealous of. They may not be jealous of your great accomplishments, like, you're a billionaire, or, you have the hottest wife or whatever. They might be jealous of the fact that you control your own life. They may be jealous of the fact that you're gregarious. They may be jealous of the fact that you can get away from people. You never know. You know, they could be jealous of the fact that you're so religious. They could be, add anything that you think is not a trait that somebody else cares about, and somebody would care about it. So jealousy is a funny thing too, because they might look at your feet and like, damn, I wish I could wear a size 13. Why would you look at that? Because I mean, I remember years ago, I don't care how immaculate I dressed. This shows you how funny people are, and this is how people observe different things and so forth. I remember wearing suits that was like, I thought to die for. I'm like, I looked in the mirror, I was like, yeah, yeah, you're looking pretty good there, Slick. And then somebody look at my socks. Where did you get those socks from? What the fuck you looking at my socks for? You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but it's like, out of all of the things that I put on, you ain't even look at the shoes. You looked at the socks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how did your eyes focus only on the socks and nothing else that I had on? I mean, you could say, well, maybe they wasn't impressed with the suit, maybe they didn't like the tie, but they loved those socks. I mean, it's just funny how people would notice something that you barely even pay attention to. And I wear crazy socks. Most of the people that know me personally, they'll whenever I wear socks, I'm in Florida. You don't have to wear socks down here all the time or whatever. Obviously, though I do see people wear socks with sandals, which I would never understand or whatever. But to each his own. But I wear some crazy socks sometimes. And here we go with another ex-wife story. The reason why I wore crazy socks, and this was before it even became a thing, you know, and we're talking like 30 years ago, at least 30 years ago. I remember getting ready for work, and my socks were stretched out. It was just like, what the hell is going on with my socks? It was like every time you know, I felt like every time I washed my socks, and when I did my laundry and all of that, you may hear the washing machine going off in the background now. I would look at my socks and I was thinking it was the washing machine tearing up my socks, literally. Every time I pulled those damn things out, I was like, what is up with my damn socks or whatever? And I remember one morning, this kind of started happening like around the fall or winter time. And once the winter was over with, I mean, you're talking about Maryland area, so we're talking to like maybe late March, early April or whatever. Me and my ex-wife was getting ready for work. And I remember I was putting on my socks because I had bought like a whole new set of socks. I was like, I felt like I was buying socks too often. I was buying them like every 2 months because all of my other socks, they were all disjointed because they was pulled and, they didn't fit my calves. I don't have chicken legs. I just have normal sized legs or whatever. And I noticed my ex-wife was putting on my socks and she got those thick calves or whatever because she used to run a lot and all of this other stuff. I'm like, the hell you doing with my socks? I like your socks and, they feel so comfortable or whatever. I'm like, get your own damn socks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, leave my... And then I put two and two together. I realized she was stretching out my damn socks or whatever, And I'm like, so I decided to buy the ugliest socks that I could think of. Had cartoon characters, had, anything on it to deter her from wearing my damn socks because it was like, it was ridiculous because some of those socks I had was pretty damn expensive because I used to have to dress up to work or whatever, between the law firm and the financial firm. Not all the time, but sometimes, you had these meetings, well, you got to put on a suit, blah, blah, blah. So it was like, and I got tired of my socks, drooping all the way down to my, shoes basically. So when I started getting those ugly socks, I noticed she wasn't putting them on. You got those ugly socks. I don't even know why you started wearing those ugly ass socks, blah, blah, blah. I was like, thank God. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, that was like admiration for my socks. And, I'm like, out of all of the goddamn things for people to sit over there and observe and like, why would you like socks when the person got this whole outfit on? I never got it. It's just like, some people will look at jewelry. That's the first thing they see and, they like it. Some people get jealous of the jewelry. Some people get jealous of the bling. I never really wore that much or whatever. I got gold rings, all that other stuff, but I barely wear that stuff, so it doesn't matter to me. But getting back to the jealousy point, you know, it's wanting what somebody else has, you know, and you try to get in that sphere. You try to do this a similar thing to get, you know, adulation or an accomplishment or an award, whatever. You just want your share of the pie too. You want to be, respected, loved, whatever. You know, some people have twisted minds. They were like, damn, I wish people could hate me as much as they hate him. People are crazy. You know what I'm saying? People have their own thoughts and, so forth. So that's jealousy. It's like wanting what somebody else have. Envy, it's a whole different level there. Envy is like the hate of jealousy. Jealousy can have hate in it too, but it's a more benign hate when you're talking about jealousy. Envy is more malignant. That is a cancer. That's like, I want to take what you have. I, you know, that girl that you dated, I want her. You know what I'm saying? That job that you have, I want your job. I don't think you should have that job. I don't think you should have that girl. I don't think you should have that car. I don't think you should have the money. Matter of fact, I want to take all of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have nothing. You know? And envy is obviously dangerous because it's like you don't want that person to have it. You want to take it and you're willing to do anything to get there. You're willing to sit over there and even sacrifice yourself to make sure that person doesn't have anymore. That's hate, you know. And I know some people that will do anything to stop other people from getting promoted. I know they will do anything they could to stop people from advancing, um, being happy, being by themselves, being comfortable. They would do anything they can to ruin that person any which way they could think of. And the counter to jealousy and envy is always indifference. Because if you don't care, why would that other person care? You see what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you can have a attitude of self-deprecation that may turn off that person from being jealous, though they can be jealous of your self-deprecation because they're so high up on their horse that they wish they can eat humble pie like you can. But the thing of it is, it's like with envy, that's just a cancer in some people, man. I mean, it's like I think about you, and people going to be like, "Here we go again." Look, I'm neither Democrat nor Republican, but I tell you, depending on who I'm talking to, they would always bring it out every damn time. Those Republicans do blah blah blah. Man, I'm getting sick of those liberals. Those liberals do blah blah. It's like, you know, that's how I look at envy. It's like you just take whatever problems that you have and you put it in one big ass ball, and everything in your life that is bad, that is, going against something, you put a face to it, you put a cause to it, you put an incident to it, and you play the victim. A lot of those people that are envious are victims. They feel like that somebody else is the cause of where they are. And when they see somebody that's successful in the manifestation of everything that they're against, there's a certain envy that, oh, I gotta take him out. They'll manifest it through a figure. It could be Trump, it could be Biden, it could be their mother-in-law, it could be their father-in-law, it could be me, it could be you, it could be anybody. You're the face of everything that they hate. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing the stuff that they want to do, they want to have that life, but they don't feel like you should have it or they should have it. They want to take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't care about anything else, but they're living their lives basically to destroy yours. It is the Batman versus Joker. It's Superman versus Lex Luthor. Whatever the hell whatever arch enemy you can think of. You know what I'm saying? They're coming after you because they don't want you to be you. They want to take everything that you have and throw it through the trash, and they would throw themselves in the trash with it if they could, knowing that you are not who you are because of them. You got to watch people like that. And there's a lot of people, and I don't want to say a lot like 10% of the population, but 1% inside your own circle can be a hell of a lot of people, because everybody's percentage is different depending on who you are. And the higher your status, the more people that can come into that sphere that will be jealous or envious of you. And remember, that's an offshoot of zealot, passion, you know, and it's some idol worship in there too, because there's a certain admiration and respect for you for somebody to be jealous of you. There's a certain, you know, love and hate that they have for you for them to be envious of you. It's like they feel like you're the cause of everything that has gone wrong with them, and they want to take that away from you. There's a certain thing that they get blind with it, you know, and they can't help themselves. It's like everything you do is grading something against them. It is really a mental issue when somebody has that much hate or that much envy towards one person that has no idea in some cases that that person hate them that much. You ever heard of hate watching? Of course. And I can use the perfect example in sports, like LeBron James. You got a lot of people that hate watch LeBron James. It's like everything he says, everything he does is like you got people that just hate him just because he's LeBron. And I've said it before in other videos, on this channel and others, that LeBron, I think he has a good heart. He just doesn't read the temperature of the room well. And a lot of people on his level do not read the temperature of the room well. Because it's like they're not seeing what you're seeing. You work every day, you live your normal life, you don't have interactions like he does. You may not have a million cameras on you like he does. You might have a camera on yourself because you putting yourself out there on social media and stuff like that. But it's different when other people are putting you out on social media and putting you out in the media sphere and so forth. And anything to get access to somebody, that's what they're going to do. They're going to kiss up to you. They're going to hate on you directly just to get a reaction and stuff like that. And it just manifests themselves into it. There are just as many people that want to see LeBron be successful as many people that want to destroy his career and want to see him just go down in the pits and so forth. You're going to insert every top level athlete, actor, actress, whatever. I'm not even going to get into the John Morant thing because all of that stuff he's doing, that's somebody that's not reading the temperature of the room either, but in a different way. You're a multimillionaire and you got endorsements and you sitting over there, doing all this thug stuff out there and expect people to, follow this, that, and the third. And anyway, it's like when you see somebody on levels like that and you want to take away something from them, that's envy. Whenever you see somebody that's successful in your eyes, or somebody that has something you don't have, you want them to fall. You want them to crash and burn. That's what envy is. You want to destroy somebody. You want what they have, and you want to see them without it, and you're just manifesting all of your hate towards it. Whereas jealousy, you can you can coexist with jealousy. It's like he's the VP of marketing, I'm the VP of finance. You know, you can turn that into a healthy competition. When it comes to envy, you want to destroy that person's life. You don't care about their life. You want them hurt. You want them destroyed. That is the difference between jealousy and envy. You know, you're passionate about one thing out of admiration, and then you kind of want the spoils of what they have, and you want to do what they did. On one end, envy is like you see somebody that manifests all of the hate that you have for them. You want to do what they do, but you want to take away from what they do in order to get to where you are too. That is the total difference between the two. Until next time.